Hi everyone. For today's TinkerCAD lesson, we'll be going over how to use these tools over here, and I'll be just briefly going over what they have on this drop-down menu right here. I'm not gonna be going over every single one. I think that's something that you guys can explore yourself. And I'm just gonna basically show some of the tools that you could use to, I don't know, build the things you want on here. Just the general concepts and whatnot. So, yeah, let's get started. So, I'm just gonna put a box here. Alright, let's drag it over here. And then I'm just gonna drag another box here. Okay. Now let's put that as blue. Cool. So we have these two blocks over here, or cubes, I might say. I showed you guys what this symbol meant, which is the hide symbol. The symbol that's right next to it will pop up when you drag over your cursor over to two or more objects. So in this case, when I dragged my cursor over, these two cubes were highlighted. When you have multiple components highlighted, these tools will be bolded. That means you could use them. This tool is the group tool. Basically, this is used in many ways. One of the ways is to put them together. By putting together, it means when I drag one thing over, on one of the objects over, the other will follow. They're basically stuck together, fixed, you might say. And once you click the group button, you'll notice that they have the same color, basically representing that they are grouped. I could just ungroup this if I like anytime. It's the button right next to group one. It will say ungroup, and once I do that, they will each become their own components. Now, this button right next to ungroup button is the align tool. The align tool basically allows you to align your components in any possible way you like. When you click on it, you'll have all of these black dots that show, and some of these gray dots. These dots are basically for your alignment. If I hover over these black dots, TinkerCAD will show you like a silhouette or a preview of what your alignment will look like. So when I hover over this one, you'll see that these cubes will be together like that. And you could click any of these buttons, just basically make sure that you align them the way you want it to, because sometimes it could get confusing. So make sure just to look at these previews, and because they could help you a lot. I'm just going to align this cube right here along this line. And you could also hover over these components and they will also show you these dots. Gray dots mean you can't click on it, but if you, let's say I want to click on this blue box, it will show you new dots on how you could align it. So you could align it like, I don't know, like that. They could get the same box. But first I'm going to align it like that, all together on the same line. There we go. Now perfect. You'll know they're on the same line just kind of like looking at the perspectives. So you know that they're in the same line because you don't see any of their part of the red box that's popping out of the side. So yeah, let's align. This tool right here is the mirror tool, right next to the align tool. Mirror tool allows you to mirror any of the components you have, and it will show you 3 different arrows. This one right here, this one right here, and this one right here. basically allows you to mirror any of the components you have, like I said before. So let's say I have my box like this, like right here. Like that. In this orientation, and when I go and mirror this, I could either have it this way, or I could have it this way, and it'll tell you that you can't mirror it a certain way if it shows the red color in one of the arrows. Boom, boom. Okay. Now, these tools will also pop up. This is, the delete button. You could always delete any of the components, but if you do this accidentally, you could always recover them by doing Ctrl Z or clicking one of these arrows. There's also the duplicate and repeat tool right next to the delete tool, and if you click on that, you will see a duplicate and the same orientation as your original object. So boom, that's your duplicate. This one is just a copy tool, so if you copied anything, you could always copy and paste whatever you like. So let's say I want to copy this cube. I could always copy and drag it wherever I like. Note that copy is not the same as the duplicate tool. Duplicate is basically copying in the same format. Copy is copying but not in the same format, if that makes any sense. There's more freedom with the copy tool, not much freedom with the duplicate tool. Drop-down menu, there's under basic shape, there's text and numbers, which will show you, right, like all these texts are here. They'll have connectors. Oh, it's not loading. They have characters. They're like interesting character choices. Connectors and OMSI hangout spaces if you're building a house. These might be pretty creative to use. And there are like others that you could explore on your own as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and delete that. I want to show something that you could do with the group tool that it could be very helpful in the future. So let's say I have this box. Let's say I want it to be 3 by 3, and yeah, that looks good. And let's say that I want to build a house. It could be a simple house. So let's get my roof over here. Same dimensions, 3 by 3. And I'm just gonna put that on top, so let's say 1 inch. Cool. And I'm just gonna drag it all over here. Okay, make sure it fits right. Alright, there we go. There's our roof. You can see it's fit right well. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the front. Alright, there's a humble abode, a little house, our little home. And we need a couple of things, doors and windows. You could create those holes by using the hole tool or the hole feature. Every basic shape will have either a solid or a hole feature. And for this one, we want to make a hole. It's a hole because you want to carve out that little tour. So we could use the align tool and align our little door. So I'm going to align it in the center because we want our door to be the center. Alright, now I'm not going to push it all in. Let's say we want our door to be 1.5. Let's go for a 1/2 inch. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Now we could select everything and use the group tool. And when we do that, the roof will not only be part of the actual box that we had, but look, we create a little door for ourselves. Of course, there's no actual doors right now, but there's a hole and we can put doors later on. Same thing for the windows. We could, so the dimensions, let's go for 0.5, 0.1, and 0.25. Let's go for that. We could align this again. And let's say in the center. We want it in the center. We want it right there. Cool. Now I could just, again, select everything and click the group tool. And boom, we have our little window. Nice. Let's say that we wanted to have a tunnel. Let's make a tunnel. I want to use a round roof. Let's make this 5. Okay. Let's put that there. Oh, also, when you lock this and try to group it, it won't do. See, because it's already fixed, you can't do anything to a component that's fixed. So if you want to group together with another object, you just simply have to unlock it. Oop. Okay. Now let's say our tunnel is like 0.5 wide, and I wanted to go through this round roof or our tunnel, through it all. So I could just simply put it any dimension that's basically longer than our tunnel. So let's say 10 inches. Oh, did it again. You could see that the tunnel is through it all. And I could, now I have to, let's say 0.5, and we have to align this. So select, align. Oh, well, it happens to be already in the center. Perfect. So let's put the center as 0.25, height as 0.25. Alright. Now if we go ahead and group it, you'll see we created a little mini tunnel. It's in the center all the way through. Boom. One thing about setting the dimensions for the hole, you have to be careful on which corner you choose to make the hole, because like you've seen like a few minutes before, when I set the dimensions for how long the rectangular hole was, it actually extruded in the other direction because I clicked the wrong corner. So because I clicked like the forward corner over here, and then I changed it to be extruded in the other direction because I clicked the back corner. So that's something to keep in mind when you're doing all this stuff. So yeah, that's all I really want to show today. We'll get to building stuff later on. This was kind of a short video to just show you guys what these tools did and what can you do with some of these tools. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.